Did you just quit the game? I couldn't even do my regular intro because you literally just embarrassed yourself. You embarrassed yourself so bad, I can't even do my regular intro. You should be ashamed of yourself. And you quit the game. I truly believe that when the game first starts, there are certain things I just don't need to see at the very beginning, especially when we don't have the lead. I mean, yeah, it's only 4-2, but even if it's 4-2, this should not be what I need to see. Like, this doesn't even make sense. The reason why stuff like this always gets on my nerves is because literally you only do things like this if you don't have a good thought processing system. Like, your brain must not be functioning properly. You see the big running to the paint, which means his man will be at the paint, which means you're gonna go up against not only your potential man catching up to you, because what if he has chase down? For you to run in the paint and then try this nigga with no takeover is crazy. Literally, I want y'all to understand something. That bar right there that's on the screen, let's go ahead and break this down. There's a thing called positive takeover. We all know it by now. The game's been out long enough. As you get closer and closer to your takeover, you get boost to your player. For you to try this with no boost, nigga, no boost is insane. Okay, hold the fuck on. What is it? What is it? What is it? What did I do to deserve this? You went up, no remorse. You didn't even think. Don't say you did. You had no thoughts in your brain. You just went up on two niggas. Okay, there's like 3 things wrong with this clip. 3 things. The first, why the hell did you go up with this with 2 niggas directly on you? That's the first thing. We can go ahead and get that out the way. That's real quick. Clearly you lack some type of IQ. You don't have it, and that's all right. At this point, I think you just need to go back to my career. Maybe you don't belong here just yet. That's all I can say to you, because for you to go up with this, no move, no nothing, knowing how hard this game is. This game actually has what's that thing? What's that? Forgot the term. Skill gap. Yeah, the skill gap thing that the whole community asked for, and now people are complaining that there is a skill gap and that's not going to be easy. Yeah, that clearly you struggling with for you to even think to go up with this. The second thing that's wrong with this clip, look at the point guard. He's running around. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, what does he have to do with this? He's not the one that went up with this shit. I understand that, but here's the problem. Let's say that was me down there, you know, someone with sense. Let's say I was down there and I wanted to pass the ball. I couldn't even pass if I wanted to, simply because he's running around this motherfucker right here, and because he's running around him, his man is able to defend 2 people at the same time. It's almost like I've been saying this shit for 4 years. Stand the fuck still. The reason why you should stand still in the rec sometimes when double teams happen, it's easier for everybody on the court to see who's the open man. The only reason I knew he was gonna be open is simply because I'm watching this shit back right now. That's just what I'm saying. But see, you running around like that, then you gonna be the first nigga to complain, oh, I didn't get the ball the whole time. It's hard to give you the ball, especially in this game when the passing lane steals are on 10. Right? They're on 10. So explain to me, let's just say hypothetically that he didn't go up with this. How are you gonna get the ball? You ever thought about that? See, that's my problem with you niggas. You niggas don't think. And the third thing that's wrong with this, I'm sorry, I forgot to let y'all know something. That's not the whole clip. The crazy part is, after you on the other team just saw what happened to my teammate, you think you're any better? Is that what you believe? You think you're any better? Now, if you want to write off that first one and say, well, he thought he had him beat, okay, cool. That's actually fair. I've watched the clip back. Yeah, he kind of had him beat. Would I have gone up with that? Possibly. Depends on my stats. But for you to get the rebound and then try and make your move, the move doesn't work. It doesn't work. He's still in position, and for you to just throw it up there is crazy. It's crazy. At that point, call a timeout. That's all you had to do, because you niggas like to believe that you're safe. Just because you're not on my team, like, I'm not gonna say nothing. No. Even if you play against me, you better be on your best behavior, because I can't even believe you actually took this shit. But see, here's the thing about him doing this and versus him doing this. Now, are they both equally as bad removing context? Yes. These shots should never be shot ever if you can help it, right? But when we apply context, this is nowhere near as bad as this. You know why? Because of that right there. You see that? That says 9-2. You know what 9-2 means? 9-2 means even if I fuck up, I have cushion. That's the thing. That's what makes this so much worse, because you went up with this when you know full and well we are down, my nigga. It'd be one thing if we was up. See, you know how many times that I could say something but I don't, off the mere fact that we're winning the fucking game, or we have a massive lead to where what you're doing right now has no merit? See, this is what I like to call a what the fuck. right? You can't shoot what the fucks unless we have a lead that won't matter if you shoot said what the fuck. See, he took this what the fuck, but it doesn't matter because they had the lead. You see how that worked? He had the lead. You had zero business throwing that ball to me. Now, look, is this as bad as the last clip? Absolutely not. What I'm saying is I don't know how long it's gonna take for the whole community as a whole to literally just accept the fact that you have to be smart with your passes. You cannot do classes in session. All right, now listen to me. There's this concept, I've never said it on the channel, so we're gonna talk about it today. It's called panic passing. Panic passing is when you pass the ball when the first thing you thought was gonna work failed. That is what panic passing is. You can't get away with that now, because if you panic pass in this game, at best case, it will be a deflection. Most times though, it's a fucking turnover. Stop panic passing. It's very simple to not panic pass. You know how you do it? You do this one thing called taking your time. I don't know where we got it in here because literally this shit happens too often. If you don't move with the basketball in a rec where you have 24 seconds on the shot clock. Let me say that again for everyone in the audience. 24 seconds on the shot clock. I don't have to be moving constantly with the ball when I have a whole 24 seconds. Right here, you have 24 seconds. Now, you are the big. Technically, you've only got 3, but that's still 3 whole seconds to make a better decision than what you just made. If you look around and you can't quantifiably say, okay, someone's open, I'm pressing X to that direction, you know what you could do? Back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. And if you can't back the fuck up, that's why we have timeouts. Because this isn't even your fault, big. You got put in this circumstance, and that's just what it is. If you lost your dribble, call a timeout. Call a timeout before you throw a goddamn turnover. Does that make sense? Looks like I'm gonna have to show you how to be a good teammate. Now watch this. As I get the ball, what I decide to do is I basically decide to see how my man's playing me. He's playing me pretty tight, so I make my move, I cut inside. Now right here, I swear I want everybody to look at the fucking screen. As you can tell, the big is in the paint. When the big is in the fucking paint, the first thing you should always do is either make a full stop and or do a pump fake. Now, if you want to say that you always get hold when you try and pump fake the ball, well, sometimes I try and pump fake and it doesn't go my way. Here's my fucking problem, right? Here it is. If you try and pump fake and it doesn't work the first time, not your fault, no problem. Stop doing it the whole game. See, you motherfuckers will sit there and say that you keep getting hold every time you pump fake. Stop fucking pump faking. It's not that hard. Like, maybe your jump shot is so fast that you can't pump fake. You ever thought about that? Maybe your layup animation that you tried to pump fake on just hold you that one particular time, and maybe I don't know. Maybe you need to take some self-accountability and just say, hey, right now, this game in particular, 2K is not on my side, so let me just do the common sense thing and not do it pump fakes anymore. But we're not even gonna beat that point home. Now, as I make my pump fake, I survey the field. Now, I have potentially 3 options wide open. Now, the thing is, when you make this pump fake, you always, this is a rule I always follow. Wait at least, like, if you can, wait 1 second. The reason why you want to wait 1 second is because someone usually is going to rotate. And because I waited that 1 second, the man rotated from the wing to the corner and I was able to point in the correct direction. Now, this play was a lot easier because I also had 2 options as well. I had the top of the key and I really low key probably could have passed it to number 8 only because that man right there has never gone for a steal. But that's more advanced shit. For you to know that, you have to be paying attention the whole fucking game. You know how I was able to do that? By being patient, by being a good teammate, by not being so stat hungry that I'm just trying to win the game. That's how you be a good teammate. Just try and win the game. Change your mindset from let me see if I can get as many points as possible to let me see how I can contribute positively towards each and every play. That's how you win games. Now I know what some of y'all are thinking. You're thinking, oh, well, Saint, being patient, that only works when you're trying to pass the ball. That's different when you're trying to score. When you're trying to score, you should be more fast-paced. Wrong. As I'm coming up the court, I see my man's trying to bait me into a charging foul. Now, you know what's crazy? Motherfuckers will sit that far away from you, and y'all are so conditioned to be on that R2 so heavy that will work. Him sitting that far away, you know he wants a charging foul. You will still run in his general direction and get mad that he gets it. Blows my mind. So I'm walking up the court. I'm just slowly taking my time. And then what I do, like you do in real life, that's why if I ever insult you, like you clearly don't play basketball in real life, This is why. Because if you play basketball in real life, you would know to do this. It's called change of speed. That means by the time he gets to me and I'm moving at this pace, once I make my crossover and I change my speed, he can't guard it, or it's a little harder to guard it because he doesn't know when I'm gonna speed the fuck up. But if I stay at the same speed the whole time, it's easier to stay with me. You know this if you play basketball in real life. Shit, you should know this in 2K. If someone's sprinting the whole time around the court, it's easier to keep up with them because you know the speed that they're going at and your eyes can get adjusted to it. Right here, you've got two options. A, pass it to him on the right side, or B, cut left immediately to the mid-range. The reason I chose to cut left is because his ass is directly in that passing lane, and he was already jamming square before I even got over in his general direction. Look, he jams it right there. Right there, that's where he jams it. So I'm not gonna risk passing it again because clearly he has to have some type of steal. He has to. So I go left, I take my time, I stay right there, I set my feet, and I green the damn shot. Real simple. I chose to shoot a midi because I have like a high mid-range. You could have did a layup right there. It could have worked out perfectly fine. And if you really wanted to, you could have cut inside and his ass would have definitely helped and we could have got a 3. You know how it's easy to do that? When you take your goddamn time. Half of y'all are so bad at scoring because you just want to score within the first 3 seconds of you getting the ball. But you know why it's hard for you to do that? Because if you try and take your time, niggas call timeouts. It's a cabal, it's a consortium. That's what it is. I don't understand why people want you to play bad. It makes no sense. Let me explain to you how stupid this is, okay? Let me just explain to you how stupid this is. You couldn't make this, and then you've been running around the court all game, and you're not playing defense. You lucky I didn't save the clips. But on top of everything else, you're trying to do this on no positive takeover is correct. No, bro. No. And even if you do have positive takeover, let's just say you got 4 bars filled. Look at the fucking score. What does that say? That says 24-60. What the hell are you doing trying this? Why? Why would you try this now of all times? We are losing. Shit like this is not things you need to be taking when we're losing. I forgot to mention, yes, he did technically make this, but I guess I'm gonna have to explain this for those who don't have much common sense. Me and you both know he shouldn't have made this, which is why I'm speaking the way I'm speaking. He used to take this shot 10 times. He's only making this 1 out of the 10 times, which means he shouldn't be taking this shot. So my point still stands for anybody that wants to be smart. Okay, wait. The reason why this is so incredibly dumb is there's no way in hell you just tried the previous shit. You just tried this. Put it on the screen. You just tried this. In what world do I live in where niggas will try this but don't even have the capability to make that? Now, if you want to say, oh, well, he's got his stuff on real player percentage. If you have it on real player percentage, and you miss that, that means it's not upgraded. I know this because my close shot is very low and I've never missed that wide open once it was fully upgraded. Anything before then, that don't count. Fully upgraded. So which one is it? Either it's fully upgraded and it's that low, which if that is the case, time your fucking layup, because if you're gonna time your dunk, you should probably time your layup. I mean, you're already slashing. Or it is upgraded and you had the common sense, I guess. You had you're such a genius to make a close shot, let's say a 45. And if you have close shot as a 45, let's do math. That means you're gonna make this 45% of the time. And if you're gonna make this 45% of the time around these two niggas in the paint, it's almost like you set yourself up to fail. It's almost like you made my job easier today. Even though Proving Grounds is giving me PTSD, I just want to make this clear. What you're about to see next is the whole reason why I get on people's asses, because literally everything I say in the first quarter always comes back to bite us in the ass in the fourth every single time. As you can see, it's 57-58. We got the lead by 1. And it's the fourth quarter with 1 minute and 24 seconds left. Now, this is the shit that I be talking about. Somebody please explain to me why he's wide open. He's wide open for 3 of all points. 3 points. He's wide open for 3 when we are only up by 1. Why do I have people in the paint? Why do I have 3 people in the paint? That makes no sense at all. I can't even believe we allowed this shit to happen. Now, it gets worse. I know what you're thinking. Oh, well, Saint, maybe it was just a lapse of judgment. Maybe they didn't have the proper assignment. Maybe they just didn't know who to guard. That could possibly be the case. I would argue it's the 4th fucking quarter. I don't know how you don't know who to guard. It's not like it's the 1st, 2nd. Be pushing it with 3rd. I feel like you should know who to guard. But explain to me why the next time we're on defense, we're up by, hold on, matter of fact, let's paint the full picture again. It's 60-62. We are up by 2 points. It's the 4th quarter and it's 39.3. That's how much time we got. Explain to me, since it was a lapse in judgment, why he's wide open in the left corner. Someone please fucking explain that shit to me. No. Like, watching this is just such a crazy phenomenon, because literally, like, common sense, for you to give up a 3, I want you to understand, for you to give up a 3 when we are up by 2, that is like the biggest telltale sign that you gotta be retarded. It's the only thing that makes it. Whoever left him wide open, you've gotta be slow. And I'm gonna break down every excuse that they would say. 1, I didn't know he could shoot. If you didn't know he could shoot in proving ground, you need to get your head checked. 2, he hasn't been shooting good all game, so I just thought I'd sag off for whatever reason. Negro, anybody can hit any shot at any time. I don't understand why you would even accept that risk. It don't matter if this man is 0 of 8. I don't care if anyone is 0 of 8 on the court. You don't leave somebody wide open for 3 when we're only up by 2. It just doesn't make sense. You would have thought the mindset would be, hey, we're only up by 2. Worst case scenario, just give him a 2 so we have a chance to either go to overtime or tie. But no, you niggas want to take the risk. Makes 0 sense at all. Oh no, you did not call a timeout. Why? Oh my fuck, bruh. All right. Now, let's go ahead and break this down. Here's what happened. Because immediately after I got a timeout called on me, I needed answers. Now, he said to me that he called a timeout on me because this motherfucker was sitting in the paint. That's why he called a timeout on me. Now, 2 things. First of all, I wasn't even gonna shoot this. I just want to go ahead and get that out the way. Usually, when I do that spin move, I have 2 options. Either I'm gonna shoot it, or I'm gonna do it to get him off the ground, so someone will panic, and then usually there is a pass available. That is why I do that. That's the first thing. Let's go ahead and get that out the way. The second, let's just say I believe you. Let's say I believe you that you called a timeout because he's sitting out of bounds and we were gonna get a violation. Okay, if that is true, what the fuck are you doing out of bounds? He wasn't just out of bounds, like not playing. Nigga was posted up. He was posted up right there. He put his hand up and everything. He posted up right there when we're down by 1 with 14 seconds in the 4th quarter. You know, I can't believe that some of y'all have the audacity to play like this, like in my presence. Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy that you guys will play like this knowing I'm gonna talk about you. It's bruh. You know, as bad as I am talking about people, like, I really make these videos just so you all will see how stupid the things you do are, so you'll tighten up and stop doing it. I miss the times where I could be able to walk into the rec like in 2K19 and then like it'd be decent enough to where you could, like, maybe the team chemistry wasn't just the best, but you could still win games. But this, what I keep seeing on a consistent basis, it's starting to get unplayable. Not the game, I'm talking about playing with you niggas. It's starting to get bad.